Hi, my name is Super Emma Reeves. I live in Utah, and I am transgender. Now, I'm not like some male to female or whatever. I'm a girl, but for most of my life, I've wished that I was a guy. And sorry if you had to stare at that loyal thing for a few seconds there. I didn't think about it. This is me right here on the left. And there, the boy version of me happens to be in the picture as well. I was just over at his house. He got out of the hospital because he was in there for suicidalness and stuff. Anyway, so that's me. And there's some things that really bug me about transgender people. So the way I see it is there's a spectrum, and a lot of people, based on where they are in the spectrum, think that they're not the right gender. It's like, well, I like some boy things, and I don't feel comfortable in my own body, so I'm probably like not female. I'm like bigender or agender or transgender or whatever. And I honestly don't think that's how it works. It's just some guys are more feminine, and some girls are more masculine. I mean, transgender is more like people who've since you were little, you've always wanted to be different than what you were. You've always thought more of that way, and most people can generally mistake you for a guy or a girl. Instead of just because maybe you put on a few of your mother's dresses when you were little. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're trans. I mean, some people it's like my friend Sam E. Antha, I don't know what to call her, them, bleh, anymore. It's like, if she's a guy, she is one feminine guy. Chopping your hair and changing your name doesn't make you that. I mean, I chopped my hair and I went through a very, at the peak of my transgenderness. I mean, I chopped my hair, and when people would mistake me for a guy because I was wearing dark shirts and it was in a dark area so they couldn't see my chest, I was thrilled. It was amazing because, and people on the internet, when they first meet me, they think I'm a guy, and there's some people that still think I am simply because I don't have the heart to tell them otherwise. But bigender and agender and everything, they have destroyed what it means. They have destroyed everything. The extremists. I mean, it's just there aren't 6 genders. There are 2 genders, and then those who are transgender. Just because you like both guy and girl things and you kind of feel like a girl and you kind of feel like a guy doesn't mean that you're not a girl. It just means that you're slightly more on the masculine or feminine spectrum. There's no need to find yourself gender-wise. You don't need to identify as something different. I mean, I'm trans. Wish I was a guy, but you don't see me trying to get into go into the boys' restroom. I mean, I would, but I haven't. I mean, I've just learned to merge it with my personality and go on with my life. It doesn't have to be so self-destructive. Come on, people! In my mother's day, this was unheard of. And people lived just fine. It's now people think that you have to start a whole movement, and it goes back to my dear world. I get it. You want to be part of something great. But it doesn't have to be like this, and it shouldn't be. I mean, it's just, I know it can be hard sometimes, but there's this little thing called sucking it up and moving on. I hate to sound coarse and rude, but I mean, it's ridiculous how it's gotten nowadays. Sexuality, yeah, you can be bisexual, you can be gay. You could be asexual. And that's literally, there's a difference in brain waves. It's you like this person. I might be bisexual, although I refuse to admit it to myself, so I'm not, but yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't know how you would classify that. But the genders, you don't need to find it. If it's that bad, it's something you've known your whole life. Is that you've always wanted to be a guy, or you've always wanted to be a girl. Not, well, I have to analyze my personality and take a bunch of quizzes and talk to all my friends, and then I'll find out what gender is really right for me in this life, and then I'll start a whole movement on it. No, that's not how it works. Even sexuality, everyone has known since they were little. You don't have to be different to fit in. I mean, I don't know how else to say it, but I don't know what time we got. Only 6 minutes. That's not bad. Okay. I was like, I hope this hasn't been like a 20-minute long thing, you know? I mean, I don't know. These are just my thoughts. And, I mean, I've had experience with a whole lot of this. Because I've had to be a counselor, and for some reason, people with mental problems just seem to attract to me. I mean, I know I'm bipolar, but jeez. This whole gender thing needs to stop. Sexuality, yeah, I can live with that. I'm Mormon, but, you know, it's whatever. The gender thing is what bugs me. Because it's a bunch of Tumblr people trying to start a riot. Is what I see this as. And if you think differently, feel free. Text me, comment on this, let me know. Just stop, please. See you guys in the next video.